cricket was played with words only. The mayor of Bartica, his worship, is expected to be part of the game as well. This is over number 4 now. Shane Cornelius starts with a full toss on the leg stump and given the treatment. Shane Cornelius is Tushau of Caro village, which is not far from where Central Bartica is, so he as well is at home. Shane Cornelius. Get him quickly running into position with number 13 in his back. Tushau Shane Cornelius. Again, full toss, given the treatment again. Umpire square leg, taking a little bit of evasive action, but in the end, the ball dodging him and going into the boundary. Consecutive boundaries, so Tushau starting on the wrong line and length, and is punished. This time he gets the ball to land on the pitch. A single to long on. Fantastic atmosphere is anticipated here today at Dagg Point. And it's just on the edge, this venue just on the edge of the Essequibo River. Really a beautiful setting. Cricket in the country, cricket in the jungle. Clipping the pad on its way through. Good comeback to the over from Tushau Shane Cornelius, Tushau of Caro village. Runs so for Alvero DeCosta's 11. End of over number 4, 27 without loss. So his worship Anthony Murray is expected to be part of the action this morning. Haven't seen his arrival as yet, but he should be here. Anthony Murray, his worship the mayor of Bartica. Change of bowling as well. This is over number 5 now. Rondell King into the attack. Looks he's going to be coming left arm over Driven back up the track. Starts nice with a dot ball. You can see his experience immediately. Tough call from the umpire. That one was well within that guideline for wides. But I guess umpire thinking that the batter's quite a short man. Four runs. Runner King to continue after that boundary. I can see that immediately trying to not stray too far outside the off stump, overcompensating and just wide down the leg side, signaled wide again. So runs continue to come despite not fast and furious. This one is a good save by the field at short third man. Down the track, forcing stroke. And that goes into the jungle for 6. Oh, what a hit! No pace on the delivery, short, and the bat was quickly on the back foot. And there's a huge gap at mid wicket, and he found it. But no need for that gap, it went over the fielder. Down the track. This one is going to clear the ropes down at long on. Another maximum signal. So runs flowing now. This is over number 5, Rondell King, given the treatment. King again looking for some success, looking for revenge. Quicker delivery, much fuller as well. Single to end. Over number 5. Getting closer to 50. 47 without loss. You can see the trees beginning to dance. It means a slight breeze picking up here now at Dagg point. Shane Cornelius back into the attack. Back pass him down towards the onside of the pitch. This is over number 6 of the exhibition match for the Bartica Premier League T20 final. This one beats the keeper as well, getting towards the boundary. No, cut off by fine leg. Buys now signaled by umpire Abbas Hussain. 49 without loss and over number 6, getting closer to 50. That signaled wide. So the 50 on the board, 51 now without loss. 50 coming up in the sixth. That's DeCosta's 11. Racing to 51 still in the sixth. 12 overs aside exhibition match ahead of the feature encounter. The Bartica Premier League T20 final. Gladiators and Super Strikers waiting in the wings for their opportunity. In the air, is it going to travel? Travel straight into the hand of the fielder. Well taken down at wide long off. Robin Ryan, the new batter. First ball, castled. Robin did not even get a feel of bat on ball. Comprehensively bowled. Look at that, one stump standing. Robin Ryan. What a brief innings it was, what a brief stint. But 2 wickets and 2 balls for Tushao Shane Cornelius. 51 now for 2. So Ravi Seenarine side coming back nicely after leaking runs early in their exhibition match. So the captain now making his way into the middle. Alvero DeCosta, captain of the DeCosta 11. Spectators beginning to take a vantage point. Then look in the background there, some spectators coming in, taking up vantage points ahead of the big final. Look at that, baby in hand as well. It's really a family occasion here. Shane Cornelius continues to have a good second over. Went for some runs in the opening over. Now 2 wickets already in this one. He was on a hat-trick averted. Quick single. A double blow in over number 6. 53 for 2. All right, happy hour has begun with Ishwar Das into the attack. From Ario, region number 8, Ishwar Das. Now businessman in region number 7. my long-time University of Guyana mate. Good to see him successful as a businessman. Life after so many things. Here he is about to begin his first over. This is the seventh of the innings. That's a no ball. Umpire says wide, but it's a no ball. It's obviously on the outside of this pitch. This time he lands in good area, but chase is on. He'll cut it off, but he'll have time for a single only. .55 for the loss of 2. 12 overs aside. Exhibition match. That's not leaking any boundary, but just wide of the mark on a few occasions already. Oh, that was pretty close. Getting closer now, Das. Short, but in the air. Good work from Tushao Cornelius again, but umpire signals forward. Actually trickled into the boundary. Flighted, pace off. There's a gap on the onside and he finds it nicely. 4 more. Alvero DeCosta, the captain, getting a boundary to end over number 7. 65 for 2. This is over number 8. Down the ground. Let's see the signal. Umpire says 4 runs. Ball actually splitting those two fielders with perfection. Went below the recently constructed side screen. I say constructed because construction plastic is used to give it that black look. Close, wide. This one hit in the air. Fielder coming around, well, short of him. And it goes not into the boundary. Two more. So the Bartica Premier League, the final, like it says today, this exhibition match is pretty important to the league and to the Bartica Cricket Association. And joining us now, we have the Public Relations Officer of the Bartica Cricket Association, one of the many Delroys around, Delroy McIntyre. This one is a short ball slashed. Oh, and nice, nice stroke. There's a big gap there behind third man. And the batter raising his 50. 50 in no time for Ayub de Freitas. 50 from 24 deliveries. 77 for loss of 2 in the 8th. So Leroy, it's pretty humid this morning, but sunshine is out. Oh, look at that full delivery. As if to say, you cannot get more than a 50 here, Richard Algary. Comprehensively bowls the man who just crossed his milestone. And he goes for 52. It's now 77 for 3. As Timothy Cornelius makes his way now into the middle. So Leroy McIntyre, PRO, tell us a little bit about your thoughts on how today will go. It's good to see the final on its way actually with this exhibition game. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, John Ramsing. Coming from you, the Guyana from Dock Point Ground and here in Bartica. The finals today is pretty one that people has been anticipating for a very long time. Since the starting of the Premier League itself, people just playing hoping that which two teams rather will be in the finals. And today we will see the Bartica Gladiators taking on Bartica Super Strikers. And as we close down or get closer to that finals, we have the exhibition match here today, which is, like you said, very important to the league itself. We have the umpire at the square leg, who is the mayor of Bartica, Mr. Anthony Murray. He's been supporting us throughout the competition and the tournament, and the competition will see it's closing of the curtains today, and it will go to me a very good game. Um, I won't say much on who will win or who I think would win, because cricket is a game that nobody can predict as well.
And over number 8 now, 78. 78 for 3. Alvero DeCosta, the captain, is there, but Timothy Cornelius, who played club cricket in Georgetown, he played Guyana on the 19s as well. Just got into the creases on a single, but remember, just 12 overs, so just 4 overs to go. Actually, I was looking for the worship his mayor, Mr. Anthony Murray, as a player, but now that you've pointed out that he's an umpire there now standing, I think he's disguising. But it's good to see the worship himself coming out and not only supporting the cricket, but look at where he is in the field calling the shots. Good to see. But it's not only just the mayor. I know that my good friend uh, Ishwar Das, who bowled the previous over, is in this as well as a businessman. Tushao of Carrow, Shane Cornelius here as well. So it's a mixture. Tell us about some of the players that you have in the exhibition game.
Yes, like you pointed out, we have the obvious, Tushao Shane Cornelius. We have also businessman and captain of the batting team, Alvero DeCosta. He has been supporting Bartica team when we're traveling, and also been supporting the Bartica Premier League. The captain there, he's on the non-strikers end. We have some other few players like Councillor Richard Algary, like I said before, the mayor, with feeling there from Harry Lal from around the Cayuni River in Batavia there. So we have players coming from not just central Bartica or villages just off of Bartica, but we have players from riverine areas here in Bartica. Stop
Take
there,
outside edge.
stop there from Ravi Seenarine, also another businessman. here in Bartica. So we have a lot of players that is playing today. Um, Timothy Cornelis, who's in on strike now. Oh,
Given that was a full delivery from Thomas, and it's actually from this vantage point heading down to hit that leg stump on umpire. His worship, the mayor says you're out, and if this mayor says you gotta go, you gotta go. Good blow to get 84 for 4 in the ninth.
yeah, trying to go down the pitch there, Timothy. Um, Sir Timothy Cornelius, and the reason I said sir because he is a physical education teacher and also a social studies teacher at the Bartica Secondary School, um, just at 7th Avenue, Bartica there. Um, so we have, like I said, players from not just all ethnic background, but different also cultural background, and you know they have been brought up in so many ways, and that's what makes Bartica cricket special.
Vivian Sutton, the new batter, gets off the mark immediately. What can you tell us about Vivian Sutton?
Fabian Sutton, he lives just at by the Rabble. There, he's been around cricket for a very long time. Fun fact that he the field that is currently he's playing on, it's owned by his brother. So and his brother also has been supporting Bartica cricket by giving us this field to train and so forth, and also host matches, which is good. We're working with what we got so far. I know there talks with the mayor and other the cricket association rather. They're talking to get cricket at a more professional level going for Bartica. So there are talks on that, getting a field, getting a good out pitch, a good outfield, and a proper pitch. So there are talks, man.
Everything will happen in its own time. Nice short delivery to end the over. At the end of 9 overs, 90 for the loss of 4. 3 overs to go. So we're at dark point. Just give us a little bit of geography lesson here now, Delroy. We're at your home. This is Lower Mazaruni. So many persons have this misconception that when you get off that ferry or off the speedboat, anywhere on this side is Bartica. But we're at Dark Point. Tell us about Dark Point. Tell us about where we are from Bartica. I heard there's a name of Agatash as well. Tell us, give us some education,
Yeah. So originally, Bartica is a township, and Dog Point, Agatash, all the lower Mazaruni areas, and some like here it is on the right hand side of the Essequibo River. So Dog Point is just 2.5 miles off of central Bartica itself. So when you come off the ferry, just 2 miles, 2.5 miles heading down south, where you will find Dog Point. Before Dog Point, we have Baidi Rabo, and then after Dog Point, we have Agatash, and Agatash is where I'm from, the village just after here. And that's a good shot there from Vivian. And you asked me just now, John, tell you something about Vivian. I guess he's speaking for himself with the batter there. That's a good. He's been good. But like I said, Dog Point is just 2.5 miles off of central Bartica, and it's a community that is made up majority of people of Armenian descent. Oh, he goes again. Oh, taken there by Cena Ryan. That's Ravi Seenarine. Yes. So it's a community that over the years have been developing and transforming. You see the government doing a lot for the roads, the lights, and so forth. Even the new bridges that you guys drove on yesterday and this morning that were recently constructed. Also the newly paved concrete roads, and I think will be continuing throughout the year to improve roads and lighting here in Dock Point Village. But it's a good village. It's peaceful, a lot of forests and so forth.
Dark Point is known for agriculture, mining. What is it mainly known for?
It's mainly known for agriculture because a lot of people here, despite they have a lot of persons working in the mining um, industry, we also have most people, the locals here, would normally farm and reap, and then they would go to Bartica market and sell those, and even most of them would plant the cassava root, and then eventually will use that to make cassava bread, and then goes out to Central Bartica to sell that. So it's both farming and, like I said, some persons also have um, gold mining um, knowledge and so forth. Oh, that's close. That's close.
Umpire,
Rondell King there.
yeah, umpire Bass was saying indicate that a little bit of bat involved.
Yeah.
That was pretty close indeed. So lots of farming, and I noticed in the hub there's a little bit of an market. Lots of fresh produce there. I noticed yesterday afternoon upon arrival, and this morning on my way to the venue as well. In the air, he's signaling that he's going to be celebrating. So the celebration has started, and another wicket going down. Rondell King striking. It's a double blow for him. He went for a six, then picked up a wicket, and now he gets another. So two in the over for him. A nice, simple catch in the end.
Yes, I think he goes by the name Pastor Rondell King. Was taken on the square leg there. Not getting to see the fielder that good, but it's taken down in the square leg, deep square leg. Rondell also has been playing a vital role in keeping the ground and the grass very low. And as they're 96, the 6 in 9.5. 2.2 overs left. The run rate is currently 9.93. Tarek Luke not on strike. Let's see if Rondell could clean his wicket up or be a next maximum or just settle for a single, huh?
So Dark Point farming, a little bit of gold mining. What about church? I mean, Sunday. What's happening in terms of church on Sunday? Tarek Luke not gets off the mark. A little bit of bounce and turn for Rondell King. Still in the tent.
Yeah, they settled for a single there. Speaking of church, if you look just down the fine, just down the fine leg, deep fine leg, there's a church there. You might be able to see it on screen, but as Alvero DeCosta on his fine leg, there's a church down there. That's a quick single there taken by Alvero and Tariq Luknat. Yeah, there's a church there, and also coming up just before we reach the school, there's another church there. So, like I said, we have people of Muslim, Christian, and the Hindu faith in Dog Point. So it's a very diverse community here, John. And the score is 98 for 6 after the 10th overs. 2 overs remaining. Projected score 118. Captain Alvero DeCosta, businessman, he's on strike, while Tariq Luknat is on the non-striker's end. Richard Algri, right arm medium pace. Oh, that's a no ball. That's a no ball. Some would say Yorker to head, John.
Yorker to head, interesting. 100 on the board nonetheless. But it's time for a free hit for Luknat. Richard Algri. Oh, that's wide outside of the mark. That's disguising beautifully. He got off with that one. So Algri, one of the counselors, doing pretty well. So we mentioned church, a big thing as well, multi-religious area. It's really good to see. So what fruits, local fruits are in season? Because I saw some on the, not on the ferry, on the stelling yesterday morning at Bartica. As this one beats the keeper as well and goes into the boundary. Umpire did not signal, so he signaled. No signal means off the bat.
Yeah, there are a lot of fruits that is currently in season. Now you would say we have one that a lot of people would not be fascinated about, but we have the white tea in season, and then as you look on the mango trees around, you will see blossom and their little shoots of all those little mangoes. We're on the onside here, deep long on to Rondell King to receive the ball. Yeah, so we have a lot of fruits coming back into season, I should say rather, because you know, as I said, look at the mango trees and so forth. You will see blossom, the little shoots of the mangoes.
Notice some.
Shot.
That's a massive hit. Inside out. Goes to 4. And notice Awara. Lots of Awara as well. You can see the orange bright in the trees around here. And I would love to put them in order early for some Awara before we leave Dark Point.
See, the thing is, John, you don't have to put in your order. Just find a nearby tree and with a bag and pick up a lot because, like, unlike rather, in the local supplying areas in Georgia and so forth, we don't sell things such as Awara.
Oh my. So must look for a tree and then must look for a bag as well. As the over comes in and just 1 over to go. 110 on the board.
Yeah, just find a nearby tree and it's all for your taking. Like I said, it's a very friendly community here at Dog Point. So even other fruits like papaya and so forth, if you enter somebody's yard and just ask for fruits, I think you get more than what you expect, John. Dog Point, Agatash, even villages off of Bartica, like I said, Batavia, Carao.
Down the track. Not getting the timing well. So just a single. Across the river from Bartica, there's region number 10, Rivers View. What is the relationship like with Rivers View and this part? Because it was pretty close geographically, but administratively two different management. But do you guys have that exchange program of sport or culture?
Yes, and when you say different administration, I think that they have recently gone fully over to Region 10 to be governed by Region 10 because for some period of time or a long period of time they shot there by Alvero DeCosta and that runs away to the boundary for 4. He now moves to 18 off of 13, the skipper. Yes, John, Riversview, and even though it's Region 10, they've been sharing close relationship, sports, education, religion, what's not. They have been sharing that close relationship with Region 7 throughout the years, even though they are now being fully governed by Region 10 in terms of the administrate. It goes big again, and it goes over the boundary, inside out from Alvero DeCosta. Moves up to 22 off of 14 now, John. What do you think about his batting? And before you give your comment on that, I would just like to say that Riverview is, I would say, part of Region 7 still, despite its geographical location.
Oh my. Alvero DeCosta, there's a shop across the road and that one has gone into the shop to buy something. That's a massive hit. Bisham Thomas in the final over under some pressure.
Skipper there leading by example. Alvero DeCosta. It's a 4-4, then a 6. 1 ball remaining. Final delivery of the 12th.
Good use of the feet there.
Moves big again, and that's 6 more.
Good finish to the innings. 132 for 6. Late assault from the captain himself. And that is the reason 132 is on the board himself. 34 from 16. This is what happened. Ayub the Freitas went quickly for 52. No real support from Prem Das with 9. Robin Ryan got a first ball. But look at the captain, 34. Cornelius 6, 7 to Sutton. No score to Venture. Looked not in the end. A good partner to bring up the end of the innings. There were some 17 extras there. 132 for 6. A good total in the end.
Really good total. In the bowling side, we have Glenn Fredericks with 2 overs. He went for 10 runs and 0 wicket. Bishram, very expensive there. for the one off of his 3 overs, 6 dots and 1 wicket. Shane Cornelius, two shout Shane Cornelius. He bowled 2 overs, just 15. He picked up 2 wickets with economy of 7.50. Rondell King also chipped in, picking up 2 wickets, 28 runs off of his 2 overs. So let's see how Ravi Seenarine 11 chase down this score here, John.
All right, we'll have to wait and see. We'll take a break and come back with the run chase in a little bit. But do remember, the big one to come, just about 1 p.m. right here on FL Sport. Gladiators against Super Strikers, the final of the Bartica Premier League 2025. That one is going to be spectacular. Please stay tuned. Well, the run chase is about to begin. 133 is the target from 12 overs. Ravi Cena Ryan 11 looking to overhaul that target. After that, it's the big game. Gladiators against Super Strikers. I just had a glance around at the venue. It's picking up in terms of spectators nicely. Some persons coming in from Saxakali. Hello to everyone in Saxakali. That's a very short delivery from the opening bowler. And that one actually hitting the turf rather than the concrete. This kind of reminds me of not seeing anything about blind cricket, not seeing anything about this cricket. But blind cricket, the pitch is divided into two halves, and the ball must land in the bowler's half before the batter can actually hit it. This one is quite similar in terms of the way the pitch is designed. Just more than half is turf, and the fuller delivery, will be on the concrete. Quite unique here at Dog Point. Region number 7, Lower Mazaruni. Playing and missing. Passage in his opening over with his new ball. Showing some pace. Lots of experience. We look at that. Glenn Fredericks on strike. Forming the county senior the county player for Essequibo. Looks on as to wow, how did that beat me? Look at that good stance. Roland Prasad continues to have a good opening over, steady over. Nice sunny conditions here. Look at that. You can see the loom in the background, just a little bit beyond the green to the 30-yard. It's nice grass, nice carpet grass, really. And some parts beyond the 30 yards has that heavy loom. Good to see that. It's a huge ground. Good to see that it's level. You know, some community grounds are not necessarily conducive, but this one's pretty good. Oh, that's a full toss, a beamer. Dangerous delivery. No ball signaled by His Worship Anthony Murray, His Worship the Mayor of Bartica, who's standing as umpire. And he was slated to play, but came here as the umpire. Slight shimmy down the track, but no helmet. So good eye reflexes, pulling his head out of the way. Full delivery. Chance for a catch. And it falls well within the boundary. And because there's this loom and sort of like loose loom, once the ball hits that sand, it's not going to run away. It's going to drop and stick. If you hit it along the ground, it will run away because it's not heavy grass. And there's a pretty hard outfield as well. First over in the run chase completed. 8 for the loss of no wicket. Alvero DeCosta will pick up the bowling over number 2, the captain. Full delivery. Question asked. Umpire Abbas Hussein says not out. 8 without loss. Lloyd Warren and Glenn Fredericks. So Delroy, capable pair, you'd say, at the crease.
Yes, very capable. Mr. Lloyd Ward, very fit, young man, and Glenn Frederick also. They're both fit. That's a no ball. Oh, wide signal by the umpire. Yeah, but they're capable enough to give a good start at least. So the chasing team, we have Alvero DeCosta on the ball here, the bowling. He normally do a little magic with the ball. Oh,
Yeah, that was a little bit of a trick indeed. The one almost hit the top of off. Alvero DeCosta.
yeah, Lloyd Ward missing it completely. He's just 2 off of 4.
So we're going to speak a little bit about that match still to come at 1 o'clock approximately right here at Dog Point. Because some of the biggest names in cricket. Full toss. This one has swung away nicely. Umpire signals 6 runs into some of the coconut palms across there. So bad delivery, treatment given. Not a full toss, the 4th of the over.
He needs to pull back his length just a bit there. Or he'll keep getting punished. Alvero DeCosta.
Right, some of the big names involved in this afternoon's game. We have the Super Strikers against Gladiators. And maybe we can talk about the Gladiators first of all. Many persons will want to hear who are these giant slayers in Gladiator side.
Yes, let's start with the locals first. We have Ashton Simmons, young Ashton Simmons, who's just 18. He is bowling a decent line and length. Then we have Delroy Brown. I don't know if he's playing because last match he pulled an injury, a muscle he pulled in his shoulder, leading to an injury there. Another full toss in the over. Will this be a no ball? Return. 5 full toss there, John. Yes, but like I was saying, we have Delroy Brown, another youngster, and the 19 player. We have Yusuf Khan, the opening batsman of the Gladiators. He's in some form. He's been playing really well in the Bartica Premier League. He normally be backed up by Adrian Bradford, the skipper of Gladiators. They normally put on a good opening pair runs there. And then we have, coming out of Georgetown, we have Joshua Jones and Leon Swami. These managers have been investing heavily in their teams, John, just to get the victory.
Joshua Jones from Essequibo, the soldier man, member of the Guyana Defense Force, and Leon Swami, originally from Berbice, but he's a true Guyanese now. He has played cricket in every corner of this country, and I can't say that I was surprised when I saw him listed for this final, because he has been around wherever stumps are drawn, wherever bat and ball is being used. You'll see Leon Swami around. Yeah, so you mentioned heavy investment. Quite interesting that they've drawn some of these players from far and wide.
Yes, they want Bartica cricket to be recognized again, and I think if we don't invest properly, then we wouldn't go anywhere. So these businessmen, they're putting together and organizing their teams very well, so that we can show that Bartica has potential, and we can go forward. Cut there from Glenn Fredericks, very capable indeed.
I'm in the country in deep Amazon. I wouldn't call that a cut. That's a savage chop. Lots of bottom hand into that one. Chopped away.
Good effort there from the fielder too, John. Jumping just to his left.
Yeah, so you're looking to have the talent from out of Bartica, rub shoulders with the locals. You see how good they shape up with and against. Not a bad ploy.
And it has been proven that we, the locals here in Bartica, can rub shoulders with players from out of the region, and those players are somewhat to the first class level, or close to the first class level, and we rubbing shoulders with them. Good delivery there. Rubbing shoulders with them prove that we are. Oh, poor feeling, very poor feeling there, and it race away for four. Has the feeler. Yes, John. So, like I was saying, we are rubbing shoulders with the elites, I must say, um, and from the super strikers. If you were following the league from the start, you'll notice that Ronaldo Jeffrey, the young 18-year-old right-handed batsman, with 3 centuries so far. Another, and then the other game he got a 50, which is a half century. So he has 3 centuries and a half century.
Don't get involved. So the tournament, 5 teams started, so it's a round robin. Each team play each other once. And then the top 4 play semis, is that how it worked?
Yeah. So the teams, the 4 teams, 4 top teams, they played in playoff, um, which saw Gladiators taking on Trendsetters in the last semi-final. Gladiators won that match. Alvero DeCosta was a part of the Trendsetters that lost, and then, but just before that, the first semi was Super Strikers rather versus the Gladiators. Gladiators lose by mere 5 runs. So the Super Strikers gone. Good catch there from Mr. De Freitas. Short third man. So yeah, the first semi-finals, like I was saying, was Super Strikers versus the Gladiators. Super Strikers won that one, and then Super Strikers had another chance to play the Trenton Setters in the second, which they won, and today we'll see the Trenton Setters versus the Gladiators in the finals here in the Bartica Premier League. Some big names coming up, like I mentioned just now. Ronaldo Jeffrey has been explosive as opening batsman. He has 118, he has 106, 168, John.
All matches played right at this venue.
All matches played right here at Dog Point. This is the only ground that we've been using for cricket, what people normally say hardball cricket. However, I've heard that Tushao Shane and businessman Alvero DeCosta, who hails from Carroll Village, is also trying to implement the same type of pitch in another Amrinan village in the Lower Mazruni in Carroll to get matches being played there also. And the good thing about there is that we can also host night matches with the floodlights being implemented and being given by the government there. So, both not just cricket but all sports discipline there in Carroll Village.
Vaughan Ventura into the attack. 31 for 1. Tell us a bit about Ventura.
I wouldn't know much about Vaughan. First time seeing him played here at Dock Point. But he looks like he has some pace. Oh, outside the off there. New batsman, Romel DeCosta, trying to just cut that one. First time seeing Vaughan here, like I said, John. First time seeing him play at Dog Point.
Well, it's a big stage. Everybody wants to get on this big stage. So DeCosta being a smart man he is, says, you know what, I'll come, I'll show my face, I'll do my thing. And from then on, the world will know me because I'm live on FL Sport. That is a man with some brain.
And I just DeCosta, but I think being this is the first ever match. I think it has been live streamed from Bartica, first ever. So it's a history here today. We're making history here in Dog Point. Bartica Cricket Association is making history across Guyana. So I think this is very good. This is very good, and all efforts coming from the business men. They're a part of the Cricket Association, and that has been managing some teams, and also our coach, Barker cricket coach, Delroy Jacobs. He's been given his all, I should say, to help push Bartica cricket, and not just at the youth level, but the senior level also.
So when I say head coach, you really mean head coach in Delroy Jacobs, former Guyana on the 19 wicket keeper. Chance for a run at the
Chance
strikers in.
And he's
Give on.
gone. He's gone. He is gone. Lloyd Ward been run out there at the non-strikers end. Good return from Timothy Cornelius. Sorry, Timothy Cornelius. He's been around sports for a very long time. Oh, he's miles away from the crease there. Good return.
What we've noticed there, from every vantage point, he was out by some distance. Every angle showed him to be short of his ground. Good feeling from Timothy Cornelius. You can also mix up because Timothy and Troy are brothers. And I actually was at the same club with Troy Cornelius back in the early 2000s when he actually was the captain for the Guyana side in the 19 tournament. So his brother Timothy Cornelius still in the game here in Bartica. I noticed some players are coming from Saxacali as well. The Williams brothers. Tell us about the Super Strikers side.
Super Strikers is made up of, like I said, we have Ronaldo, myself, Josh Allen, who hails from Agatash Village, and then we have the Saxacali boys. We have Ricardo, Shane, the left arm pace, their brother. I think it's 3 of them in our team that are coming all the way from Saxacali, the Yasuka River, to play cricket here in Dog Point. Earlier, the first match of the Barca Premier League, we saw Ricardo Williams from Saxacali and Ronald Jeffrey putting on a partnership of over 200. The first and the highest score or partnership here in the Barca Premier League. Ronaldo Jeffrey just opening, and then we had Ricardo coming in at third man. He put on a quick half century, and Ronaldo Jeffrey was being explosive throughout the tournament, giving us 168, John, against underdogs.
I remember immediately. This one is in the air. Oh, but well short of the fielder. And the foul as well. Some of the animals here getting involved in the game. So you mentioned the supporters of the business community, and here we have on our monitor now the support from the business community, having their names now on the broadcast officially. So huge thank you, big kudos to all of you. Thank you, time and money. Big effort to get this tournament up and running, and now the final is on its way.
Yes, John. Much thanks to the business community. We can see across the screen there, Trophy Stall, Super Gold Mining, Alex Meat Center, Sherry Supermarket, Builders Force, Choice Construction. Big swing and a miss, John.
Sutton shows that he has good ability with the ball, keeping the batters quiet, especially in a run chase. Look at that, 97 to get from 43, so it's a huge ask now for the Ravi Cena Ryan side. Top edge. This ball is going to land safely, well, it's in the hands and out.
It wasn't directly in the hands, it was through the hands of the fielder there, John.
not that short of a delivery, but he's looking to perhaps go through the onside, got a leading edge, and he survives a chance. 5 overs gone in the run chase, 38 for 2.
We have Romel DeCosta and Harry Suklal at the crease. Harry on. Coming up at just 1 p.m. here today. 20 overs, Bartica Super Strikers taking on the Gladiators in the Bartica Premier League final here at Dog Point Village. You know, if you're not doing anything today at home and you're just home and you want to take a scroll, take a walk, and what's not, just head down to Dog Point here and witness history being made. First match after 10 years, which is just a decade, and then the first ever match being live streamed, John.
And you can see cameraman taking a vantage point on top of the FS Sport van. So the mobile unit being used in a different position today. That's Nikosi Wilkinson atop the van. Every shot is being captured today. FS Sport and Bartica Cricket Association creating history.
Yes, Bartica Premier League. One that a lot of people will remember for a very long time. Played here by Harry. Race away for 4. Crosses the boundary line there. Signal by the umpire, Mr. Hussein. Yes, John, and again, I must emphasize on the mark that Bartica Cricket Association has made here today. They're doing a really good job in terms of promoting cricket. And I know that after today and after this tournament, there will be a lot more cricket to come. Oh, it's in the air. Just short of Alvero DeCosta, saving the day from going over the boundary.
Almost at the halfway stage in this run chase in terms of overs. But a far way to go for the batters. 43 for 2. In the 6th. Cool conditions now. The clouds just blocking the sunshine from coming down. And also you can see these clouds blocking some breeze from coming through. Is this the normal weather condition at a Dark Point on a regular day? In and out. That one was into the lap of the field at backward point. And it went out. Another chance. Harry Suklal now. And Robert DeCosta living charmed lives. 44 now for 2. End of 6.
Popular businessman there. Futu, a lot of people know him as. Yes, putting on that catch there. Yeah, as related to the weather condition, John. Yeah, most days it would be like this. Sometime between the 10 to 2 in the day it will be very, very hot, and then cool off a bit. And just in the morning as the sun rises, you just have the kind of humid weather condition. Most days we don't have rainfall, but when there is rainfall, it's quite a lot. Inside edge there. Chased by the fielder. Picks up return. See by the keeper there. When rain starts to fall here, it's a lot of falling, John. 2-3 days.
Well, no, for sure, at this venue we're very high up because we had to climb some hills to get up to Dog Point Community Center ground. Some steep hills. And I'm sure persons walking those hills will have very strong calves because even the vehicles were having some tough times getting up.
Indeed. Take your team and do some fitness drills there.
Vivian Sutton in over number 7. Down the track, outside edge. Runs. So looking to pick up the momentum now. So Harry Sokla getting a boundary. He's now into double figures. 50 almost on the board.
Yes, that 4 there brought up Harry's 11 from 7. But if you notice, John, most of the runs are being leaked just behind the wicket as they come off from edges of the bat. Ravi Cena Ryan 11 is 49 for loss of 2. 7th over being bowled. Required run rate 14.82. Current run rate 7.74.
I must give kudos to everyone involved, the entire administration of Region Number 7, especially here we are in the Bartica area. The roads you mentioned, concrete roads, kudos to the government. That vision, you can see that it's a town now officially. It's a gateway to El Dorado, and these roads are encouraging. The last time I was here at Bartica, quite some time ago. No, forget it. There were no roads, there were pretty much trails and rough rides. But this time, effortless. I'm enjoying it, I love it, and I want to encourage everyone to come. Have a look, that was a decision given. Vivian Sutton getting the breakthrough. 49 now for 3. On the back foot and giving the marching orders.
And in comes Ravi Seenarine, the skipper of the batting side. Let's see what he can do, John. He's known for big hitting. Most of his runs in this competition came off of 4 and 6. 4s and 6. So let's see what he can do. If he can change the game, or Vivian will strike again in his last ball of his second.
The mayor again. As you can see now, the spectators building up here at Dog Point. A few tents being erected, ensure everyone is sheltered, whether it's from the sun or if the molecules should come down later. We don't want that. But nice atmosphere in the making.
Indeed. What like this, it should stay. It should continue being like this for the rest of the day. So see pretty good finals. And yes, indeed, spectators are building. A bit more than the other games that would normally be played here on the weekends. We would see persons from Agatash and even Central Bartica coming to watch games here at Dog Point. Ravi Seenarine now on strike. Vivian Sutton with the last ball of his second over. He has picked up 1 wicket for 10 runs in his 1.5. Let's see how this goes as he faces Ravi Seenarine. Ravi very explosive, as I mentioned, John. Or can be very explosive, rather.
He's having a good look at the field. Want to make sure that he knows where the fielders are. And when you do that as a batsman, you also know where the gaps are. So he looks pumped up. He looks ready. Left-handed batter. There's no slip. Chips it nicely, but will not find the boundary, but he's off the mark. Cena Ryan to bring up 50 as well. So 7 overs gone. A successful one for Sutton. 50 for 3 with 83 required from 30. You can see now maybe with 16 runs plus the score every over, it's a bit challenging now for the Ravi Cena Ryan 11. Or do you think there's a comeback?
Like I said, Ravi Seenarine himself at the batting crease. Anything could happen. He normally plays a vital role in terms of run chasing. He would normally get a solid 50 from 12, 50 from 18. But once he keep most of the strike, then we can see a change of the game. But let's not underestimate Alvero DeCosta bowling lineup. They've been doing pretty well so far in the first 7 overs of this innings, John. Tariq, look not.
Any vantage point possible, you can take it up today. It's a trunk open there, and someone is right in the trunk as well. Loose delivery to begin with. That's a loosener as the new bowler comes in. Tarek Luknat, 51 now. Start of over number 8. You can see getting a little bit darker, humid conditions. The clouds just doing a good thing and blocking the sun.
We would call that passing cloud, John. We normally see that a lot here. And Ravi goes hard. He goes big and it goes for a maximum.
That was just a check shot. Look at the timing on that one. Ravi Cena Ryan, what a sweet looking stroke from him. That's his first boundary. And from the looks of it, looks as if it'll be first of many.
It could be force of many in this game and also force of many in the second match, which is the finals, because Ravi is a part of the Super Strikers team. Also, Timothy Cornelius, who's playing against him now in this exhibition match. So it could be the force of many in this game and also force of many throughout the day.
The fielder give himself some time. One more. Sometimes you can also do that. So save the boundary rather than trying to go for a catch and leak a boundary. So that's a smart move sometimes. Quite defensive, but works because singles will not give the opposition the opportunity to win this game. They need boundaries. So protect the boundary. Well done.
Well done indeed. Just a miss hit there from Ravi. I think Luke not keep pushing the ball a little too full there.
Massive hit. Full delivery. And he got under it quickly and heaved it over that long on position. So look not. Second six conceded under the pump now.
Also good foot movement there from Romel DeCosta. So look back at the replay. Just giving himself room and hitting it over the long on. That's that one there as it goes. Outside the off stump. Received by Raymond Williams, the wicket keeper there. But John, it surely is a transformation in Bartica cricket because for a very, very long time we had no sort of hardball cricket here playing in Bartica. It was just, soft ball competition. Oh, good effort there, but it raced away to the boundary. Bringing up. Third boundary of this over, John. We had 2 sixes and now that 4.
Romel DeCosta just remained anchored in his crease and reached that ball out outside his off stump nicely. Placement and timing was good. Swing and a miss wide outside the off stump, but not called. That's the end of 8. 68 for 3. 4 to go. Still 65 to get. One for 8 from 2 overs. Now Venture having a third. This one bowler can bowl 3. The ninth of the innings. The run chase, 134 is the target, 133 is the target. Far way to go. More than 16 runs and over. But Cena Ryan looks ready for it. Getting good support from DeCosta. Cena Ryan on strike. Left-handed. Gladiators and Super Strikers as a feature event of the Bartica Premier League 2025. It's the final. That's still to come. So we're looking at the exhibition match before the final. Ravi Cena Ryan 11 against the Costas 11. Full and on the toes. 4 more. Coming in the back of the pickup with the cooler and everything in that cooler. Big appeal. No signal from the umpire. They did not run either, but the body language of the players suggests that maybe bat was involved. Venture looking to close out well. Lots of these guys, if not all, over the age of 40 years old, have some ability, and you're seeing all experienced players in this exhibition match. On the line of leg stump again, second time in the over. This time, a single to end over number 9. 75 for 3. I did remark, and I also heard persons saying the way things are going with this government, if you come in 5 years, you wonder if you're in the same place. Spectators again. Oh, a massive hit. Ravi Cena Ryan goes over mid wicket, all over those massive trees as well. That's 6 runs in any venue. Transformation of Guyana, the fastest growing economy in the world. So even along the river of the Essequibo. You can see the transformation very visible. That transformation is for everyone, so everyone here in Region 7, part of it. Roland Passad, his third over. And first one went for a boundary. This one slashed away. 4 more. Consecutive boundaries. Force a 6, number 4. .48 to get from 16. It means 3 runs per ball. You must have boundaries in the over, and so far we've seen 2. In 2. Slower delivery. Got to the field at the cover boundary pretty quickly as well. That's a very good bat that Cena Ryan is using, and he is timing the ball pretty well. Runs here for the left-hander. Sporting a number 2 on his shirt. Full toss, over square leg, whipped away, nice. 4 more. Boundaries coming now. .50 runs from the first 4 deliveries. 90 for 3. Target 133. The shout is catch it, but for well short of the field at long off. A single to end the over, so 17 runs in that over. 91 now for 3 after 10. 2 overs to go. That's the equation. 4 to 2 to get from 12. Lots of brave spectators here at the Dagg Point ground because the ball has been flying out of the ground rapidly. And all these lovely vehicles you can see are in the firing line. In T20 cricket or white ball cricket generally, the fielders are usually out of the ground and spectators are in the ground. Balls go flying out of the ground rapidly. 9-1 for 3, 10 gone. And white ball cricket, they tend to back themselves to get 42 in 2 overs. I'd love to go on that high bench to get a good look of the action, but that's some distance away from where we are operating as the far side of the ground, the southern side. So some spin now from Ayub de Freitas. Ayub de Freitas looks as if he's going to be going some right arm off break. Lots of left arm spinners will be in action today as well. Gladiators and Super Strikers. That's a good delivery. Pace off. Chance for a run at the non-strikers end. A comedy of errors now. And eventually the batter will get the run. Might be leg buys. No signal from the mayor. Mr. Mayor say runs. Belated call for leg by from the worship, the mayor himself of Bartica, Anthony Murray. A beautiful crowd is anticipated here at Dog Point. This one is smashed, scattering the spectators on the far side. 6 more. That's a big hit, and you can see in the distance where that ball went to the Essequibo River. This time he goes over the offside. This one's going to clear the boundary by some distance as well. And again, a nice view from this high venue on top of the hill. You can see the Essequibo River in the distance. Ravi, Cena Ryan, a man on a mission. Bringing up the 100 in the 11th. Wow, big hit. The ball has changed his line of attack now to the left-hander. He's going to go around the wicket. Want to close up the angle. Don't want to give him too much of room outside his off stump. Want to be as close as possible to stump. Stump to stump. Will that do anything for Cena Ryan, or will that feed into his game? Down the leg side. Keeper as well. Cannot get it. Protection at fine leg. This game might go down to the last delivery in terms of still a possibility. Outside the off stump, give it a treatment again. He's now into the 40s. Will the mobile be in trouble? Will the cameraman on top there be a target? 3 sixes in the over. Good hit, but not out of the middle of the bat, much as if it was out of the middle. $20 to get from 8. Game on. Remember Delroy mentioned that once Ravi, Seenarine is at the crease, runs will come. That is proving to be so. But lots of work to do. How will the Freitas end? Driven nicely and into the gap, at extra cover, 4 more. End of over number 11. The final over coming up now. It means that with 6 deliveries to go, Ravi Cena Ryan, the captain at the crease. 16 to get. 16 from 6. Last over went for many more than 16. So he will back himself. However, he will not be on strike. Ravi Seenarine. DeCosta will take strike at the start of the over. 16 from 6. What's for lunch today? Hopefully we'll find out pretty soon. It's a nice family event here at Dog Point today. 25 runs from the last over, which was bowled by Ayub de Freitas. So this is the exhibition match. Alvero DeCosta 11, posting 132 for 6. And now in reply, we're down to the last over. 117. Starts with a wide. Look at the capitalize as well on the loose feeder by the wicket keeper. 2 more. So 14 to get from 6. Will not take the single. Oh, 6 runs. Timing has been immaculate here from Cena Ryan, and he brings up his 50. Eight runs to get from 4 deliveries. Two hits away. Will it run away? Diving up for a tumbling save. 1 hit away now. 6 to get from 3. Oh no, making this a bit easier now for Cena Ryan and the Ravi Seenarine 11. Alvero DeCosta cannot blame anyone. He is the captain. Trying to put his foot there, but no. Oh, single. Slight misfield. They were contemplating the second, but it's not to be. Still 2 deliveries to go. 4 runs to win. Will there be some adjustments to the field? No, they're keeping it wide and deep. Actually, some fielders are now making their way into the circle. There's a mid-wicket coming in. The cover just gone about 3/4 way in. Into the pad. Chance for a run at the non-strikers end. Given. 4 runs to get. With Cena Ryan still at the crease, but he's going to be on strike. So the batter there, DeCosta, sacrificing his wicket to get Cena Ryan back on strike. And I did mention it was going to go down to the final delivery with still a possibility of either side inside of victory. 4 runs to get with 1 delivery to go. DeCosta sacrificing himself. Goes for a good innings of 22 from 19. A nice partnership as well. And Delroy, who thought in the wildest imagination it was going to go down to this.
Indeed, John. As I mentioned earlier, Ravi is capable of changing the game, and he did change the game. He did change the game, and I should say save his team. I mentioned also that he's very explosive in terms of batting. He can hit some big ones, and he did hit some big ones, Ravi. John, he's now on 56. 56 runs there. He's on the strikers end. The 6 from just 20 deliveries. The score is now 129. 4 needed from 1. Can he get it, or can skipper Alvero DeCosta clean him up? It's captain versus captain. Captain Ravi Seenarine versus Captain Alvero DeCosta.
So down to the final delivery. Into the pad. And it is DeCosta who's going to prevail. Winning by a slim margin of just 3 runs. Defending 132 that they made. And now reducing Ravi Seenarine 11 to 129 in reply. And what an exciting curtain raiser we've had in the final of the Bartica Premier League. This exhibition match certainly lived up to its billing. Congratulations in the end to Alvero DeCosta, the captain himself, winning and leading his side to victory over Ravi Seenarine 11. And if this is just the appetizer, we can imagine the main course.
Indeed. Good game there from the over 40. Alvero DeCosta won that one by 3 runs over Ravi Seenarine's team. Go there for a day from Ravi. 56 from 21. Romel, he was slow, but he made 22 from 20 in bowling for Venture, 1 for 15 in history. Vivian Sutton, 1 for 11 is 2, and Roland Bassad, none for 31. Very expensive in history.
All right, so that's the end of the exhibition match, and we'll be back with the big one. Gladiators against Super Strikers as we bring the curtains down on the Bartica Premier League 2025. Do stay tuned to FL Sport, and if you're in the area, whether you're coming through the water, whether you're flying, or whether you're walking, riding, driving, have enough space for you here at Dog Point. We will be back in a few minutes.